Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm showing off this crazy musical contraption that I recently acquired. And let me tell you in advance, it sounds as cool as it looks. But before we get into it, I want to quickly let you know that if you like the look of the shirt that I'm wearing, you too can get your own pixelated guitar playing samurai t-shirt over www.shopsamuraiguitarist.com. Over there, I've got a number of different designs and a variety of styles and colors. Picking up some of that Sammy G merch is a great way to support the content that I make. Anyway, onto the device. What I've got here is a miniature spinning speaker in a steampunk style, and I feel like the best way to start things off today is just show you what it sounds like. When it's not turned on, it's simply a normal speaker and sounds like this. But when I turn it on, this baffle starts to spin, giving me a really cool effect. I can adjust the speed of the mechanism. Here's what that same thing sounds like when it's spinning faster. How cool is that? Now that's a pretty bold flavor, but mixing that sound in with a normal guitar sound is an effect that I'm a big fan of. So here's what I've rigged up. My guitar is going to my steampunk amp over here for a typical guitar sound. That signal is also being sent to the spinning speaker, which has two mics on either side of it, giving me a nice stereo spread. Blending those two sounds together sounds like this. Turning on some overdrive creates another dimension to the sound. Check it out. Alright, so now that you've heard this baby in action, let's talk a bit about spinning speakers. The history of these things can be traced back to the inventor Donald Leslie, who wanted a device for his Hammond organ that would make it sound more like a pipe organ. He finished the first prototype in 1941, and with that, the Leslie spinning speaker was born. They can most commonly be heard as an add-on for a Hammond organ, and you can hear them in plenty of recordings from the 60s and 70s. Of course, curious guitar players started messing around with these, and before long, the concept was encapsulated in a guitar pedal. The uni-vibe was marketed as a cheap and portable Leslie speaker. Jimi Hendrix can be heard using one on Machine Gun, Robin Trower used one on Bridge of Sighs, and since then, the effect has become a staple on many a guitarist's pedal board. For the most part, the old mechanical Leslies have fallen out of fashion. The studio I used to work at had one of them, and let me tell you, they are absolutely massive. It's much more practical for us guitarists just to use a pedal, and any keyboardist will have a digital representation of this built into their instrument. But there's always something special about the real deal. So on to this specific spinning speaker. You might recall a little while ago that my dad built me that steampunk amp that you always see sitting over my right shoulder. Well, after he finished that project, he asked me what other contraptions I could use. Already having a number of amps, I mentioned how cool it would be to have a mini spinning speaker. With the help of his friend and woodworking maestro Rob, he got to it. In fact, Rob's got a YouTube channel. If you want to check it out, I'll link to it in the description. But a couple months later, he unveiled the perfect companion to the last amp he built. And if you are interested in hearing more about that amp, I did a video on that. I'll link to that in the description as well. The steampunk spinning speaker is visually quite similar to its counterpart, both of which are just as much works of art as they are usable gear. You can see into the inner workings through a window in the front. The dials are extremely simple. There is an on or off switch, and you can adjust the speed. These numbers here represent how many rotations it's making per minute. The speaker is built into the cabinet up here and is pointing downwards. The baffle projects the direction in which the sound goes, creating the effect you hear. As the baffle spins, it changes the volume that a listener would perceive. When it's pointed towards you, it's louder, and when it's pointed away, it's quieter. And that vibrato-y, chorusy sound is created by the Doppler effect. As a sound source moves, it changes pitch, much in the same way that as a siren passes by, it sounds like the pitch of it is changing. I'm also going to pin a comment of a message that my dad sent me that goes over some of the more technical aspects. So that's what's up with this thing. It's easily one of my two most favorite pieces of gear, along with the steampunk amp, not only because it sounds super cool, not only because it's one of a kind, but also because my dad built it. So to wrap it up today, here's a little something played through this beauty. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button and let me know what you thought in the comments. Remember, you can pick up some of that Sammy G merch over www.shopsamuraiguitarist.com. I've got a number of designs over there and a variety of styles and colors. If you're new here, a very warm welcome to you. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for a wide range of musical content. If you want to watch another video like this one, hit that link up there. Until next time, I'm Samurai Guitarist. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again soon.